about origami. Origami actually originated in China in about the 1st century. It spread to Japan round about the 6th century. In those days, paper was very scarce and expensive, and paper was seen as a sacred medium, a way to convey important messages. Because paper was so expensive, gifts were wrapped in fancy ways, and this later became origami as we know it today. Ori is the Japanese word for folding, and kami is the Japanese word for paper. As there was very little paper available, only the very rich Japanese people could afford to do paper folding. For centuries, there was no written instructions for origami. It was taught to the children from a very young age by their grandparents and parents, and therefore handed down from generation to generation until it became part of the cultural heritage of the Japanese people. As paper-making methods became easier and more paper was available and less expensive, origami became a more popular art for everyone, rich and poor. When the trade routes were developed between the East and the West, the art of origami was introduced to Europe and later the United States of America. The crane is one of the most popular origami shapes to date and has become the global peace symbol. These days, master paper folders can be found in places around the world, and the interest in origami continues to increase today and will hopefully continue to grow in the future. Follow and enjoy the tutorial.
The first thing when we're working with origami, we know our paper has to be square. So this is what we do to get a square piece of paper. There we go. Whoops, I must make sure it's right in the corner. You can use any paper you like, wrapping paper, newspaper, white drawing paper, any paper you like. So there we have one lot, one triangle. Let's fold this over here, making sure your lines are very strong because that's how we see. Push them nice, how we follow where we're going. Nice and strong, and there I can see lines. Let me open it up and cut along this line. So now we have one line. Let us make our second line. We're going to go from line to line. I'm going to put those two corners together. There we go. My finger in the middle and send a line out to the sides. But there we go. Let's open up and see what we have. Now flip it over. And that's why I'm using a two-colored paper. It's a bit thick. It doesn't fold as nicely as thinner paper, but I think it's easier for you to follow. Now we're going to take our triangles and we're going to turn them into rectangles. So corner to corner, in the middle, and a nice strong line. Open it up. We need to have a line here, so let's turn that around. Once again, corner to corner. Pop it in the middle and draw your nice strong line. There we go. Let's open it up, turn it around, and if you have a look, I got better this way. If you pop that up, you'll see there's a natural line there that goes inside, and there you have a triangle. Make sure the bottom is facing you. The top is up there, a triangle. There's a triangle, it just stays a triangle. Okay, now, with the point facing you, take your one triangle and you're going to flip the side down. It doesn't go along the line, it's at a slight angle. So there we go. Can you see? And do a nice strong line. That almost looks a bit like a paper jet. And on the other side, starting at the top, with about the same distance between, and push it down nice and tight. There we go. Now, we're going to take this side. You pull it up. It's quite okay if it pulls these two little pieces up, and pop it over the straight line. Can you see the straight line underneath there? Your top goes over there. Turn it around and turn it up. Can you see? Got your straight line. You brought your triangle from the back over, popped it onto the top. So there's the back legs of your butterfly, and these will be your your back wings of your butterfly, and there's the front wings of your butterfly. And fold your butterfly up like this, nice and strongly, and then you can bring your wings down, and there you have your butterfly. If you like, you can glue that part together, or a little piece of sticky tape would help. As I say, my paper is a bit thick. A thinner paper would fold easier. If you're doing white paper, you can decorate your wings with all kinds of patterns to make it look more like a butterfly. There we go. A pink butterfly and a blue one. Enjoy.